Francis Amado. Honorable Kalon Hawa. Honorable Kamala Abdullahi A. Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim from Gambia. Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim of Port Loko. Honorable Kamala Alusai Bash. Honorable Kamala Idris Sahid. Honorable Kamala Joseph Abdul Bash. Honorable Kamala Mohammed Sherida. Honorable Kamala Mahmoud. Honorable Kamala Mali. Honorable Kamala Rebecca Ye. Honorable Kamala Rudiatu. Honorable Kanamanka III, PC Alhaji Masakama. Honorable Kambai Beatrice Maya. Honorable Kafo Abdul. Honorable Kagbo Amara Momo. Honorable Kagbo John Sati. Honorable Kagbo Mohammed Sharif. Honorable Kagbo Sheikh Santigi Ibrahim. Honorable Kabobai PC Desmond Mahi. Honorable Kane Mohammed. Honorable Kanu Abdullahi Karim. Honorable Kanu Ahmed Joseph. Honorable Kanu Rubiatu Rosie. Honorable Kamale II, PC Kande Pare. Honorable Keha III, PC Kande Baba. Honorable Kelly Lucinda Finda. Honorable Kelly Tam. Honorable Kemokai Abu. Honorable Koroma Eo Auna. Honorable Koroma Daniel Brian. Honorable Koroma Anes Dua. Honorable Koroma Ibrahim. Honorable Koroma Mema Kadri PC Haja Fatmata. Honorable Koroma Peter Yamba. Honorable Koroma Ofa Sori Besi. Sir Emerson. Honorable Langley Beatrice Iyamide. Honorable Lancelot PC VOP. Honorable Lako Aluna Papi. Honorable Levy Ambrose Ada. Honorable Levy Nene. Honorable Makwe Yusuf. Honorable Mansare Alpha Ben. Honorable Mansare Alpha Ben. Honorable Mansare Brima. Honorable Mansare Hamid Ola. Honorable Mansare Konkofa Fire. Honorable Mara the Third PC Ali Malasama. Honorable Mara the Third PC Dr. Telana Thomas. Honorable Marigote Abdul Sima. Honorable Moiwa Musa Peter. Honorable Mamadou Sa Kotu. Honorable Moriba Ami Yava. Honorable Muda Posti. Honorable Bat the Fourth PC by Faramantas Bugu. Honorable Yuma Matthew Sa. Honorable Ryan Umu. Honorable Time Umu. Honorable Queen Combat. Honorable Raman Koka Mohammed Sharif. Honorable Rogers Alex Matia. Honorable Rogers Dixon Momo. Honorable Saria Kone Quintin. Honorable Sama Shaka Ruben. Honorable Sandeep Alice Konya. Honorable Sankoyila Ishmael. Honorable Sakwi the Fifth PC of Gaba. Honorable Selu Mustafa Musa. Honorable Sise Abdul Latif. Honorable Sise Aminata. Honorable Sise Jawa. Honorable Sise Pesima Mariatu Eche. Honorable Sise Salil Usman. Honorable Sise Veronica Kadim. Honorable Shaw Mohammed Bilo. Honorable Siafa Rosalind Hawa. Bashir. Honorable Songa Muyata Bana. Honorable Sukena Fatmata Seya. Honorable Somaije Jibrila. Honorable Tawali Catherine Zain. Honorable Tawali Musafa Mugiatu. Honorable Telobangura Mabinti Alice. Honorable Tengbe Fala Kenawa. Honorable Tholi Foyo. Honorable Hon Segepoh. Alhaji Soida. Honorable Tue Benjamin. Honorable Vandi Christopher Kekua. Honorable Williams Lamin Joseph. Honorable Zomo Maya. Any member of parliament here present who did not hear his or her name? Any member of parliament present who did not hear his or her name? Thank you.
Yes, with your leave, yes, Mr. This is for the edification of the forum. Those members of parliament who are absent are on official responsibility. They did not just absent themselves from this meeting. They are sent on official program. That is right. One from SLPP, one from us, APC. And also, two of the branches are seriously ill, and we know what it means traditionally for the paramount chief to be seriously ill. So in total, we have 4 members of parliament who are absent.
Thank you. I'm not coming from a room home. I'm a fervent believer of the traditional spirit of our census. I salute my paramount chiefs. But we have declared them dead long time ago. We have done with that. Let me just include what you have said. I said it earlier that procedures must be respected. Must. And I believe from the either side, that's the reason we have leaders. And the leaders, by the structure of parliament, is clear in our standing orders. You have the speaker, you have the leaders for the both sides. We know members do go on official duties, as I've said, but they must follow the process. So in the light for the edification of the public, under SO 771, if you don't mind, you just check. They should give a good excuse to the Speaker of Parliament. For me, on this other side, I think we intended a letter from our colleague who is not around. I think that letter is we sent it to Speaker, and I was informed by my own member that it's not feeling right. But as I said, just for the public to understand what we're doing. I'm not really coercing or forcing about it because later. Whatever circumstance the black hospice will propose to us, we are accepting it with faith. As he said, for the submission of the Speaker address with the legal ramifications are accepted. I can also not be forcing about 771. So in fact, for the progress sake, we know the paramount chiefs are gone. I can just use to suspend that provision. If you don't have that, we go. It's one. So thank you. We are not going to force about it. But hold on. So we are just clear about that. Yeah. Thank you very much. There are other ones that you are talking about, but we now wait for the clerks to tell us the actual provisions. Thank you. So compare now for the
in conjunction with what the leader have said, I mean, like to know if we are going to take the full door majority of the MPs present.
Yes, the procedure will be explained to the Chief Whip of the House as we go on with the agenda of the House. So at this point in time, Sergeant at Arms, please can you lock and man the doors? All strangers who are not supposed to be in the chamber at this moment, please can you excuse us? Sergeant at Arms, please close the doors and man the doors as well. Thank you very much.
Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark, past chair. I move that we suspend SO52 so the President of the House will continue.
Mr. Clark. Yes, I still come, sir.
There is a motion on the floor. There is a motion on the floor.
I still come, Mr. Clark.
Honorable member, the question is that SO52 be suspended so that we proceed with the business of the House. All those in favor say aye. All those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Clark, before you go to the procedure, can you kindly affirm members to those that are present and those that are absent, those are not of those present and absent, before you can proceed on calling on register?
We'll be giving a step-by-step explanation as to how the procedures is going to be marshaled. At this point in time, sir, we'll be coming there, but we just want to go as per the other people for today. Thank you very much.
Aaron, why the Mexico by close feedback?
Election of the Speaker of Parliament, pursuant to Section 79 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, as amended by the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Amended Act 2013, and Standing Order 8.
I call on the Director of Legislative Services for constitutional issues regarding the election of the Speaker of Parliament. Mr. Rogers, please.
Thank you very much, Acting Clerk. With your leave, honorable members, I will be explaining the procedural and constitutional requirements relating to the election of the Speaker of the House. I will start with the qualification provision as stipulated in Section 79 of the Constitution as amended. Honorable members, Acting Clerk, with your leave, the qualification provision states, Section 79, subsection 1 as amended in 2013. The Speaker of Parliament shall be elected by members of Parliament from among persons who are A. Members of Parliament and who had served as such for not less than 5 years, or B. Qualified to be Member of Parliament and who had served as such for not less than 10 years and who are not less than 40 years. This provision was amended in 2013. For the procedural steps, I would have to read out from paragraph 5 of Standing Order 8 to explain the procedural step as provided in the Standing Orders of Parliament. SO8, paragraph 5. Every question put to the House under this order shall be decided by ballot to be held as provided in this paragraph. How are we going to determine the ballot as provided? The proviso in subsection 2 of section 979 of the Constitution reads, the Speaker shall be elected by a resolution in favor of which there are cast the votes of not less than 2/3 of the members of Parliament. So earlier on, the deputy leader of the opposition raised an issue as to how we're going to compute the 2/3 of members of Parliament present. As per the configuration of the 6th Parliament, we have 149 members of Parliament. Unfortunately, in the first session of the 6th Parliament, we've lost 2 paramount chief members of Parliament, and by constitutional and procedural, backing, they are not counted. And 2 other members of Parliament, one from the APC and another from the ruling SLPP, are out of the jurisdiction on official assignment. Insofar as the procedure determines, we now have, at this present point in time, 147 members of Parliament. So the 2/3 of members of Parliament calculated. What, honorable members, we have 149 members of Parliament, 2 deceased, 2 are out of the jurisdiction on official assignment, but they are sitting members of Parliament. So as per provision, we have to calculate the 2/3 based on 147 members of Parliament. Because they are absent.
Let me raise one. Why is the essence of 77 Why do you need to take excuse if you're on official assignment? No one sitting in the committee. You are excused formally if you're talking of hospitalized on official assignment. So you are still continuing the job of Parliament. What you have said. So you should be excluded based on the excuse. 77-1. You won't be excluded. So are you saying? Let me go. You don't confuse us. They are on official assignment. They are stated. And they cannot be counted. How do you expect them to vote? We don't do proxy. There is no vote on proxy. We don't do proxy vote.
excused legitimately. They should not be disenfranchised. So if you have a proxy system, you can say, no, we have a lecture of speaker on Thursday, do the proxy vote before you depart. But they are not. So I beg that you review that one, my submission.
Yeah, Mr. Clark, please permit me to read section 79. Let me go through the proviso in section 79.2. Okay, let me read the entire section 79.2. The speaker shall be elected by a resolution in favor of which there are cast a vote of not less than 2/3 of members of Parliament, of the members of Parliament. And the members of Parliament includes members of Parliament of the Sierra Leone Parliament, regardless of the fact that they are here or they are not here. But let me go further to go to the proviso. It says, provided that if the 3 successive resolutions proposing the election of the speaker fail to receive the vote of 2/3 of the members of Parliament, the speaker shall be elected by a resolution passed by simple majority of all members of Parliament. I underline the word all members of Parliament. The Constitution did not say those members of Parliament that are present and voting. The Constitution deliberately says of all members of Parliament. Of course, if you go to the SOs, it is very clear. In the election of the Deputy Speaker, it is for those members of Parliament who are present and voting. But in the case of the election of the Speaker, even if one candidate defeats another candidate, and the one candidate who won does not have the simple majority of all the members of Parliament, it will never be the Speaker. You must have simple majority of 147, which is the established number of sitting members of Parliament of the Sierra Leone Parliament.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Order, please. We have now questioned the legitimacy of voting for the Speaker of Parliament where there is vacancy that we have now. Sakla, can I get attention, please, with your team? That is under normal temperature and pressure based on the constitutional provision. That is normal. In fact, normal circumstance where we do vote, as he has mentioned, in this provision, it is 2/3 of members of Parliament. This one, 79-2. But 77-1 of the standing orders. I mean, we are not, I don't intend to deprive the member of Parliament. Are you saying we should calculate those who are there? No. Come in. Plan, please, wait. Because we have not received the election of from the electoral commissioner of the deceased. So we still count their member of Parliament because they are here. They are there. No. There is a cause. They are voted in the 6th Parliament, but because of a natural occurrence, they are not with us. So we consider that on legitimate ground, they are there. It cannot be with us. If you are cited, if you are depending on 79, now 79 again on SO 77-1. That's why they say you should write your excuse to the Speaker for identification. Let me read the provision. 77-1, absent of members. Paragraph E of subsection. E subsection 1 of section 77 of the Constitution. I refer you to that one. Yes, E. No, I said subsection 1 of 77 of the Constitution. E is there. 77E. Go to your standing orders. Of the Constitution, the standing orders I read from the stand. Please take your time to follow. I read from the standing orders and I made reference to the Constitution. Go to section 77 of the Constitution, Act number 6 of 1991. 77(1), standing orders making reference 77E in the Constitution. Said if in the case of such a member, if he is absent from sittings of Parliament for such period and in such circumstances as been described in the rules of procedure of Parliament. What is the rule of procedure in the standing orders? Now, one, any member who for good cause is prevented from attending a sitting of Parliament shall acquaint the Speaker in writing as earlier as possible for his inability to attend and the cause thereof. Mr. Clark, for our colleague on the other side, do you have any letter for excuse addressed to the Speaker from Ahmed J. to coming? Do you have a letter for us? For Ahmed Kanu? Ahmed Kanu? For Ahmed Kanu, my side, that is the excuse. So that is the excuse. Are you saying if Ahmed Kanu is hospitalized or if Ahmed Kanu on official assignment, where the Speaker is fully aware that letter was added on the 29th of April, before declaring the position of Speaker vacant, can we prevent him? We have obtained a legitimate excuse. So why do you want to count him? Because like we have for the Parliamentary who are deceased, likewise Mohammed Kanu and co who are not here, which you have said on official assignment, why do we need to deprive them? And let me tell you about 1791 of the Constitution. Yeah, 91 cannot apply to this case, but 91 is giving a preference of members who are present and voting. Present and voting. So do we prevent them? Having taken an excuse legitimately enshrined in the standing orders supported by the Constitution, are we going to deprive them? I want to see that one. In the first place, you have mentioned about 79.5, yeah, in the Constitution. 79.5. Whatever the case may be, please allow me to learn. We have to take our time so that the public can understand what we are doing. Yeah, Mr. Clark, which have caused a debate on this issue. 79.5. We vote the first time for 2 talks. We vote the second time for 2 talks. We go the third time for 2 talks. The fourth one, simple majority. Yeah. So you cannot exclude 91 of the Constitution. This gives right for those who are present and voting. For the Speaker for the fourth and Deputy Speaker coming for the elections. But let me first, on the basis of sincerity, if we accept this circumstance today, so it shall be for every seat we have in Parliament. We should deprive our body. Even a city fees calculated. Even if you are on assignment, on the legitimate assignment, you should not get city fees. That is direct interpretation. Because they have legitimately taken an excuse based on section 77(1) of the standing orders, supported, giving reference by section 77 of the Constitution, subsection E. Mr. Clark, think about it. If you give the ruling, if they accept and they say, I urge that we put it in voting, because it's not clear from what you have said, there is confusion. So for me, I believe on equity and fairness to them, to our colleagues, on both sides. We should not prevent them. We should not deprive them. We should move with the rule of law. Thank you very much. If there is question, we ask for voting. Let us see what we can do. We don't want to deprive them. Let us not set back precedent in Parliament. Arrest my case.
Mr. Clark, like I initially stated, our intentions are not to delay this election. The nation is waiting for the next Speaker of Sierra Leone Parliament. And we on this side, we want the process to be expedited. So we don't want to in any way be stumbling block. But Mr. Clark, honorable members, let me go again to the constitutional provision that was mentioned here by my comrade of the Radicals Club and the leader of the SLPP. 77E, 1E, is referring to members of parliament who are absent for sittings without excuse. For those of us who have been in the political landscape for quite a while, you will agree with me that in 2002, there was a case in the Supreme Court, and the title of the case was the Speaker of Parliament against Segepoh Kamal and others. Section 77(1)(e) was used to eliminate 8 members of Parliament after they were referred to the Committee of Absenteeism. So these are for internal mechanisms. When a member of Parliament is absent without excuse, it is for Parliament to take action against those members of Parliament. But let me tell you, it is crystal clear that there is no mention of proxy voting in the Constitution when it comes to members of Parliament. If somebody is absent for sitting, that person would not vote as a member of Parliament, but he is counted as a sitting member of Parliament. Let me tell you the rationale. Mr. Speaker, with Mr. Clark, with your leave. You know, why the Constitution is insistent, consistent, and persistent in saying that we should have simple majority of all members of Parliament. They don't want a Speaker of Parliament that will be voted in ultimately by less than half of the total member of Parliament, whether they are in country or they are outside country. They want the Speaker to have such authority to be elected by more than half of the entire members of Parliament. So this election focuses mainly on the total number of members of Parliament and not those present and voting. So, Mr. Leader, I want to assure you, the results are very clear. I know SLPP are afraid that we will win this case. I know and I am quite sure that SLPP are afraid that we APC will have the next Speaker of Senate. That is why we are anxious and very eager. We are anxious and very eager for the elections to proceed. We want to get, our intentions, I have said this on a before, our intentions are not to debate the process. Let's have the elections so that we will have the next Speaker of Parliament.
Mr. Clark, when I quoted 77E of the Constitution, which gives the power for us to make a rules of procedure, and I rely on 77(1) of the standing orders, not the B, not the second. I rely on 1 in the standing orders. He mentioned 77(2) of the standing orders. The first one is for good cause. The second one in the standing orders, 77(2) in the standing orders, is not for good cause. As Parliament, you cannot just vacate yourself, don't just go on duties or somewhere else without informing Speaker. You can't. So they made a provision because you're representing people. You're representing people. You have an obligation. So what they are saying, if you are going on a skill, if you are going for an assignment, which we have done with our colleague Ahmed Kanu, that Ahmed Kanu is on excuse, give it to you, Mr. Clark, right? Legitimately. We rely on 77(1) of the standing orders. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Clark, let me read for the edification of the House to stop these ramifications. 77, under miscellaneous provision of the standing orders. 1. Any member who, for good cause, is prevented from attending a sitting of Parliament shall acquaint the Speaker in writing as early as possible for his inability to attend and the cause thereof. 77(2). A. Any member who, without good cause, during any sessions, is absent from sittings of Parliament on a number of days amounting to an aggregate period of 30 days shall vacate his seat. For goodness sake. 97 of the Constitution, the dignity and the integrity of parliamentarians, your behavior in and out of Parliament. How can you just absent yourself from Parliament if you know without informing the Speaker? The Speaker don't know what is going on. They must be informed. But we have agreed on both sides. Even not giving legitimate excuse or whatsoever, we have agreed that they are out of the jurisdiction or they are sick. And we have excuses to the effect. We have agreed. Now what they are saying, if you agree that legitimately they are not with us, why do you want to calculate them based on the 2/3?
Because they are members of Parliament.
Why do you want to calculate them? Because they are members of Parliament. That's the very reason they have obtained a legitimate excuse. That's the very reason. That is the very reason you should make sure that you exclude them from the council. Mr. Clark, when there is division in the House, let me rise on SO 44, claim for division of the House. I call for voting, sir. SO 44. The reason I said it earlier, Mr. Clark, I said it earlier, we don't intend to interpret the law. And he said, for the sake of progress, I have submitted on legitimate ground for our colleagues, and we are about to ride on a bad footing. Today, what is good for the goose is good for the gathers. When one day, things will come for us, for members of Parliament to enjoy, and our colleagues are not with us in the chamber, and they have talked to us that they are bereaved, etc., etc. Our conscience and God we do serve, and a Catholic Christian. Do we deprive them? Do we deprive them? That is your for answer. But let me submit. For procedural reasons, I move on SO 44 46 for division of the House. I rest my case.
Yes, Mr. Leader. I have honestly enjoyed the support of the leader right to the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. And I am very optimistic that such support will never be eroded. Yes, I want to emphatically state here that our intentions are not to delay the process. We come here fully prepared, fully ready. Our candidates have done their own bits and pieces and waiting for the process properly. But again, Mr. Leader was giving illustrative examples, which I want to support in my own way. Firstly, if they are coming with tablets for members of Sierra Leone Parliament, and they say this tablet is for members of Sierra Leone Parliament, will they only distribute the tablet to those members who are present? Won't they consider those who are out of the jurisdiction? So the members of Sierra Leone Parliament is sacrosanct. The number does not fluctuate at any given point in time. Whether they are present or they are absent for sitting, that is their own business, but that does not unmake them to be members of Parliament. They are members of Parliament. Whether they are present for sitting, they are absent for sitting, they are members of Parliament. I will bet you at the end of the month, regardless of the fact that they are out of the jurisdiction, their salaries will be sent to their account. It shows that they are members of Parliament. So when we are considering the total number of members of Parliament, we should count them. They are part of this house. They are part of this house. They are part of this house. And it is so simple, it is so easy, that it is one from them, one from us. And it is not because they are outside this jurisdiction. When considering the total members of Parliament, we will remove them. I am happy that the clerk has already stated their position. And there is also one thing I want this House to make very clear. We should not vote against constitutional provisions because we have the numbers. Constitutional provisions are sacrosanct and Parliament cannot change them without 2/3 majority, without 2/3 of members of Parliament. So once it is stipulated in the Constitution, I have read patiently, painstakingly, read where it stated that all members of Parliament, excluding nobody, even if you are sick, you are in the hospital, you are a member of Parliament. So the 2/3 consider all members of Parliament, whether they are present or they are absent, they are members of Parliament. This is not the first time that we have had elections of the speakers. We have had speaker elections on several occasions, and they consider the total member of Parliament in this Parliament and in previous Parliament. Even when we boycotted previous speakership elections, we were counted as members of Parliament. We were counted as members of Parliament. So you cannot say they are not members of Parliament because they are not here. I want to assure the leader of government business that we want this House to have a speaker, and we want the business of the House to continue. We on this side, we do not want to delay the process. We want to get the next speaker, and we want the business. There are a lot of things to be sorted out. So I want to plead to my colleagues on the other side that let us show some level of understanding, and let us don't hold this nation to ransom. This nation is looking to the next speaker, whom I believe will be from the APC. I want to thank
you. Mr. Clark, I made reference to 77 of the Constitution, subsection E. I also made reference to SO 77(1). I want us to listen carefully. They made reference that in terms of absenteeism, and they said the rules of procedure. I also made reference to 97 of the Constitution, our behavior in and out of Parliament. Because we are tailored by the rule of law, and because by standing orders, which is the procedure that we follow in Parliament. Mr. Clark, 77 SO 77(1) has to do with legitimate excuse, which was accepted. SO2 that has to do with 77(2) without good cause. That is, you do not obtain any permission. You just has come from Parliament. That is irresponsible behavior of any member of Parliament. So in fact, you are being maximum days of 30 sittings. If you don't report, your seat will declare vacant. These are interpretations given. That's the general, that's the omnibus provision is in 77E on absenteeism. But for specific action, why you are absent or not, are you saying if you are intensive care, looking at you at the moment of death, you are still member of Parliament. We all know with all medical reasons that you cannot come. You notify us in writing. That is why in the computation or the calculation of 2/3, you now come to took as those reasons and you remove them, just as you took into consideration the death of 2 paramount chiefs. That's why you did not account them. A simple example, the 2 scenarios are like the same. They are not with us. They are not with us for natural causes. And these ones, they are with... Order, please. Order, please. I have told you, that's the reason we don't interpret in Parliament. Because it depends on the opinion. When I stood up, Mr. Clark, I said, I'm not a judge. I cannot be a judge either. If you can go to the Supreme Court, so be it. If I now ask you to evoke 77(1), your colleague has no excuse. But because I believe in what the leader said, I accepted. For the sake of decency and progress. I accepted in good faith. So, you deprive your colleagues. So, if you are not in Parliament based on 77(2) of the standing orders, you cannot be given a laptop. Because your seat is vacant. But based on 77(1), you can't be given the laptop, as you have said. Mr. Clark, because we don't want to go into legal ramifications, I stand on SO 46 on division of this procedure so that we can vote on it because we don't want bad precedent to be set in.
Yes, sir.
I have one day
before you.
Let me answer, please. Because so I've never asked. I have vowed not to ask for division on voting on issues. I believe for us to debate back and forth, but I don't want them to feel as if we have won on the debate or proposal. That is one. Secondly, my focus is that giving an excuse in any administration, even when we make laws, we always refer to reasonable excuse. If the chairman is absent for 3 consecutive meetings with reasonable excuse, he cannot do anything. He allowed the chairman position to continue as somebody acting. But if you absent for meetings called by chairman of an MDA, your seat will become vacant because you did not take an excuse. These are normal administrative issues. We are not questioning the members of parliament 2/3. If they are giving legitimate excuse, which you have asserted that they are not here because of legitimate reasons, and they are not here because of official duties, the leader of the opposition have said that one. I have said it too. So why do we need to put them in the computation of 2/3? As we exclude the paramount chiefs on good cause because of death, this also on good cause because of legitimate excuse, they are on official assignment. I still want you to understand our position, and I stand on 46 for a division to vote on this one.
Yes.
For the records.
Yes, Mr. Leader. Like I have always said, we want these elections. We don't intend these elections to be delayed. Let me allay the fear of the leader. The leader said you cannot just abscond from parliament and you cannot leave parliament without excuse. The honorable member in question from the All People's Congress, who is out of this jurisdiction, was nominated by his committee to represent the committee and join government in an official travel to Iran. So as I am talking, he even copied me the letter that was sent to him by the ministry and the letter that was addressed to Parliament. So Parliament is in copy of a letter from the Ministry of Trade indicating that the member from our side was officially joining them out of this country. So he did not just do it lackadaisically. He did not just do it recklessly. He did it with precision because I have a copy of his letter. So I want to make that also very clear. Mr. Clark, you know the composition of Parliament. And let me tell you, whatsoever we do now is a precedent for future Parliament. If we vote on this, it means in any future elections in this Parliament, those members who are absent will not be considered as members of Parliament. And that is against the grammar of the Constitution. It's against the Constitution. And I want you to note that tampering with the Constitution is treasonable.
Thank you very much. Division in the House. The question is, honorable members, the question is
Mr. Clark.
that
Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark. You know, the letter copy, he should have submitted that one even before the commencement of the sitting. Yeah? I called for that letter. You understand? And in the same vein, when he asked for 32.3 of the interpretation of the Electoral Commissioner, I presented a letter to show that they are consulted. If you do challenge that one, go to the Supreme Court. But based on procedural issues and protecting our colleagues, what picture are we getting to the public? Are we saying our colleagues are irresponsible when they have obtained legitimate excuse that they are not going to be here today? What picture are we getting for the colleague on the other side of APC and the colleague on the other side of SLPP? What picture are we getting to the public? Are we telling the public that they are not responsible because the election of Mr. Speaker was sent out since Monday? Even since last week, we gave notice. Now, Section 77(1) of the standing orders is clear on it that for reasonable excuse, which I have done, my colleague on this other side, which I stand there to defend, that he sent in letter to the Speaker in line with 77(1) of the standing orders. Constitutional provisions are not be abrogated. We have not passed under any provision of the Constitution to make it reasonable. We have not. We said that is the norm. But in the computation, I want to repeat myself again. In the computation of calculating 2/3, because of Section 7(1), reasonable excuse, giving rise from Section 7(e) of the Constitution, are we depriving them, or are we saying they are not responsible? Let me tell you, my colleagues on this other side are saying, we know this is not tenable for my colleagues. Let us accept for the sake of progress. But I'm still continuing to push because I said earlier, as I said, I'm a Catholic Christian. I feel so humiliated by my colleagues saying they are not here because they are not responsible. I'm humiliated because those colleagues, they genuinely took an excuse.
No, Mr. Leader.
I'm on my left, please. I give it.
Nobody said
No. I'm coming, please. Oh, leader, you are leader on the other side. Trust me. We trust me. Do you know why? I have never called Mr. Clark. I have never called for division of the house. You see, I have the numbers. Trust me. I have the numbers. Even if the paramount chief. Order, please. I have my numbers. Order, please. I have my numbers. But since the 6th Parliament, in the Second Republic of Sierra Leone, colleagues, think about your colleagues. I use the motto of Private College, non-CB, self-police, not for self but for others. Think about your colleagues. Non-CB, self-police. Think about them. They have obtained a legitimate excuse. Especially my colleague on the other side. I'm not talking about your colleague on the other side. Maybe you don't have excuse because you have not tendered the excuse. Mr. Clark, my last submission. For the sake of progress, my last submission. And we have the Deputy Speaker here. I will intend to give consultation to my colleague on the other side. Not accepting defeat. But for the sake of progress, on this other side, we can come with a statement. That is one. Let me come, please. You see, I will remind, whatever our consultation are going to do on this side from the Deputy Speaker, I will remind colleagues one day in this house about excuses. And I will move that excuses are legitimate. Because even an act of Parliament made provisions for excuses. All the acts we have by act of Parliament, based on Section 105, that is the Supreme Body to make law. Why we have been enshrined into our Parliamentary Act that if you are not present for a meeting for 3 or some consecutive times, if you have a legitimate excuse, they cannot declare us vacant. But without excuse, they can declare us vacant. It's in all the laws that we have passed with boards of MBAs. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, as I said, 46 gives me the power for half a division. If there is contention in the House, I will stand on 46 for division. I think that I can win at any time in the chamber. I want us to stand the House down for only 5 minutes. I will come back. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Leader, before we stand the House, it seems we have not understood ourselves. The leader has made it essentially clear that the honorable members obtained excuse. And I have the same opinion as the leader, that they have obtained excuse. And we don't want to exclude them from the benefits of Parliament. That is why we are counting them as part of Parliament. I did not say they are not members of Parliament. I did not say they behave recklessly. If you heard me clearly when I was talking, I said they obtain excuse and they are on official functions. That is why this House should consider them as part of the numbers of Parliament. Mr. Leader, yeah, except for those who have lost their lives. But for those who are on assignment, we should consider them as members of Parliament. So, Mr. Leader, that is our position, sir. We have not used any derogatory statement against them. Yes, we have not excluded them from the counting of members of Parliament.
Mr. Clark, 1 minute, please. Mr. Clark, we back and forth. You are a bit tired. And please, we said it's very clear. He's an engineer. He's an engineer. The language computation is what I used. Computation. Computation. If that is legitimate excuse, they cannot be part of the computation of 2/3. That is my argument. We have accepted that they have legitimate excuse. In the computation, they should not be included because they have legitimate reason for not being here with us today. Yeah, but Mr. Clark, just 2 minutes, we'll come back to you. Thank you. Order, please. Order, please.
Yeah,
Mr. Clark, Mr. I ask you too. Mr. Clark, can I get audience in the house? Mr. Clark, I cannot be further clear as enshrined in the Oxford definition of excuse. I cannot be more clear than expressly stated in section 77 in both the instruments we have of the same number written. Mr. Clark, I still feel bitter as I stand here to talk about my colleagues. For the sake of progress, I know 79.5 is very clear to us on this other side. But for the sake of progress and the incoming speaker, we ask for our interpretation. I will move that motion for the incoming speaker for us to have ruling on that one. For now, because we want to progress to the proceedings of the House, I have listened to my deputy speaker. He said a lot of progress. And also I've listened to the erstwhile ECOWAS speaker. With a long-standing experience, I have listened to him. He said a lot of progress. I have listened to a member of the House, a long-standing member of Parliament. She said a lot of progress. For the sake of progress, which are not considered to illegalities but to procedural issues, and thereby let us move on.
What a matter with the leader. This is a typical demonstration of the uniqueness of Parliament. This is a typical demonstration of the uniqueness of Parliament. We are here to disagree, to agree. And this is a demonstration of that. I want to commend the leader of government business for agreeing, and for the sake of progress, let us move further. So I just only hope that this same ability to agree will be replicated when the results for the speaker are announced.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I want to thank the two leaders for allowing the process to forge ahead. Honorable members, please permit me to read subsection 2 of section 79 of the Constitution. I know it has been exhausted. I know it has been exhausted on the floor of the House, but let me just recap for the benefit of all and the general public. Subsection 2 of section 79 of the Constitution reads, "The Speaker shall be elected by a resolution in favor of which there are cast the votes of not less than 2/3 of the members of Parliament. On the proviso, provided that if in 3 successive resolutions proposing the election of a speaker fail to receive the vote of 2/3 of members of Parliament, The Speaker shall be elected by a resolution passed by a simple majority of all the members of Parliament. And that has been also exhausted. In an event that we are not able to have 2/3 on the first ballot, and on the second ballot, and the third ballot, the fourth ballot is simple majority. Honorable members, the electioneering process proper. Every question put to the House under this order shall be decided by ballot to be held as provided in this paragraph. Every member who wishes to vote in the ballot shall write upon a ballot paper to be supplied by the clerk either the word aye or nay. As we continue the process, we'll be sharing ballot papers, and the indications are very clear. If you are in favor of a proposal or a question, you say aye as usual. If you are against, say nay. You spell it, not by voice vote. O-A-Y-E-I and nay, N-A-Y, nay. This is traditional about Parliament. The clerk shall then call the names of all members, and each whoso desire shall, as his name is called, come to the table and drop the ballot paper. As usual, we'll be making roll calls. Members are expected to come and vote or put their ballot in the ballot boxes. If the votes of not less than 2/3 of all the members of Parliament are cast in favor of any question put to the House under this order, the clerk shall declare the person named in the question to have been elected Speaker by the resolution of the House. In an event that on the first ballot, a member of Parliament pulls 2/3 of the majority, we do not have to fulfill the other requirement that member of Parliament is declared Speaker of Parliament. So at this point, I now want to call on the acting clerk of the House so that we get the next stage in the electoral process. Thank you very much, honorable members. Can please all members of Parliament who have left the chamber, please, can you please come in? Because the expectation is that once the roll call was done, no member of Parliament would have gone out until the process has reached the point of election.
Mr. Clerk, may I ask for constitutional clarification on the particular section that you read?
I see by the Constitution it says that Section 79, basically, which talks about the votes nay and yea. And this is a situation where it envisages that it's only one candidate that is on the ballot. But in a situation where you have multiple candidates, how is the vote going to be conducted?
Thank you very much. This is procedural. What we do, if there are more than 2 candidates nominated, the first candidate is candidate number 1. The second candidate is candidate number 2, depending on the circumstance. So procedurally, what we do, the first question when put, we would have to go through the 3 stages as provided in subsection 2 of 79 to have the 2/3. If we are unable to get the 2/3, we would have to put another question relating to the second nomination number 2. So if, say for example, the scenario is that if, for example, we have 2 candidates, we would have to first take the 3 steps for 2/3, and we have to cease as procedurally provided, and we take the nomination for the number 2 candidate, and if both nominees or nominations are not able to pull the 2/3, we then now go for the 2/3 for the simple majority. Thank you very much. At this point in time, I would like members to take their respective seats, please. So, based on the agreement on the floor of the House, the 2/3 majority at this point in time, as per computation and configuration, is 98 members of Parliament. So the 2/3, based on 147 members of Parliament, is 98 members of Parliament. Thank you very much. So I now hand over the proceedings to the hands of the acting clerk of the House.
Honorable members, I call on nomination.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, colleague honorable members of Parliament, our esteemed paramount chiefs of the Republic of Sierra Leone sitting with us in this chamber. It is a great honor for me to nominate a Sierra Leonean in line with Section 79 of the Constitution as amended in 2014, the election of Speaker. Mr. Clerk, my nominee is a lawyer, and he is the current Deputy Speaker of Sierra Leone Parliament. My nominee, as I say, is a lawyer with pictorial of qualification of academic qualification in his portfolio. In the name of God we serve, and I stand here as a Christian with faith, and I too present him my nominee as a man who has served in the position of Deputy Speaker, very close to the position of Speaker, and he has presided as Speaker on several occasions. Thank you. Even with Mr. Clark, even with the aspersions or innuendos moving around, he has served as Deputy Speaker and Speaker on several occasions with dexterity and panache. He has served with dexterity and panache. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Clark, I have no hesitations, with no scruples, with no sincerity of doubt, to talk about this great man, the emperor in the law office, the giant in the country, the man who has won cases. The chamber is called Segepoh Law Chamber. A legal classification of my nominee. Please, Mr. Claudio, stop. I said, because you have sat on that chair on several occasions, and said without sincerity of doubt, without scruples, that this young man, in fact, if nominated and voted for, he was born between the early 70s to the mid 70s. Will be the youngest Speaker of Sierra Leone Parliament ever in the Sierra Leone Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I said in my description, he is a lawyer with no misstanding, with 21 barristers, with 21
legal luminary, legal profession in this chamber, called the Segepoh chambers. 21 lawyers in this chamber. And you are talking about the PP barristers. They are more than 10, the PP barristers. A man who has solved the problem of the poor people in this country. In fact, his chamber is called the Poor Man's Friends Chamber. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Clark, I want you to allow me to introduce this young, handsome, energetic, and powerful speaker to be. The man who has great respect for the rule of law. Great respect for the rule of law. Man who has decided the fate of people in and out of this chamber. A man with humility. A man with a future in his hands. A man who has sympathy for those who cannot provide for themselves and provide for people. Mr. Clark, the holiness of my nominee is a fervent Christian, and that enshrines in the holiness of a Catholic Christian, nominating a brother who is a Christian. I am a Catholic Christian. He is a Pentecostal. And he used to pray in his office. I have one referred to this house, Mr. Clark. That's what we talk about politics. Why people don't have faith in us? Because we have not attached faith, religious practice to our politics. Political holiness. My Archbishop taught me what we refer to as political holiness. It is in him that we have political holiness. Mr. Speaker, except otherwise, my colleagues, on the other side, I believe the APC, the Parliamentary chiefs, the SLPP, we rule and vote for my candidate, Honorable Segepoh. Thank you. In my final note, Mr. Clark, during the award of symbols, members on both sides, even with the paramount chiefs, for you to get symbol to contest, it's a very big struggle. He went unopposed on several occasions for him to be awarded symbol. 2012, he came to Parliament unopposed for awarding a symbol. 2024. 23, unopposed to go to Parliament. 2018, he got unopposed to come to Parliament. 2023, unopposed for symbol award to come to Parliament. What a monstrous and a wonderful child upon the streets. I now stand to nominate faithfully Honorable Segepoh Thomas, and will be the Speaker of this Parliament, the outgoing Deputy Speaker. May the Lord bless us all.
Honorable members. The second one, please. Yes.
Mr. Clark, my dear honorable members, and my dear honorable paramount chief members of Parliament, I, Honorable Sidi Mohammed Tunis, Member of Parliament Pujan District and former Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, hereby second the nomination of my
my dear brother, the legal luminary, Honorable Segepoh Thomas.
Thank you very much, honourable members. At this point in time, order. At this point in time, Parliament is happy to see the citizens of Sierra Leone in the gallery, but we equally want you to maintain decorum as the business of the House is carried on. Please, let's maintain decorum. Acting Clerk, sir.
Honorable members, any more nomination?
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is a long-awaited day. I am extremely happy that I have the responsibility, the honors, to introduce the next speaker of this parliament. When he had the opportunity, he said, I am unfit to untie the lace of this man. That was just what John the Baptist said when Jesus was sent to be baptized. I am the John the Baptist of these elections today, and I am here to introduce the God sent of Sierra Leone Parliament. There is an adage that says it is always considered a criminal offense for somebody to discover water in the desert and you are quiet about it. This is the water in the desert. I therefore feel ecstatic. I feel giddy. I feel excited. I feel thrilled. I feel enthusiastic. I feel delighted. I feel euphoric to present to you a man who is also a legal practitioner for the development. When the leader of government business was nominating his candidate, he said his candidate has a long-standing experience in the legal profession. I will not talk about the length of service and the experience of my candidate, because coincidentally, they both had to be classmates when they were at Koroma College. So when you calculate the years of yours, just oppose it to my own candidate. One quality a leader should have is your ability to be satiable. Most leaders are corrupt because of insatiability. When my candidate had served for 2 terms, he went to the party office and told party authorities that he is not interested again to become a member of parliament. It is on record in our party that he is the first man to have done it. The party had to force him that we don't have an alternative. We want you to go. So against his will, the party nominated him, and he is here today. We need a speaker that has one quality, and the quality of the speaker we need is a speaker that knows what the members of parliament want and is willing to give it to them. Members of parliament from both the SLPP and the APC, repose so much confidence on my candidate, to the extent that we handed over to him the welfare of this parliament. So our welfare and our destinies was handed over to a man that I am paving the way for. So don't be worried after he would have become the speaker of this parliament few minutes from now. Your welfare will be sought accordingly. One great problem we have had as a nation. One great problem we have had as a nation is that we lack God-fearing leaders. You and I, who have served in various committees, know very well, we are fully persuaded that my candidate is God-fearing. My candidate is corrupt-free. Regardless of the fact that I am an engineer by profession, out of academic inquisitiveness, I have come to realize that there is a theorem in law which says you cannot give what you do not have. And today, Sierra Leone will be proud of having a speaker who will contribute to legislations that will keep this nation at the height, at the apex of where we all dream. Without wasting time, Mr. Clark, honorable members, please permit me to introduce my candidate, your candidate, and our candidate, to nominate our candidate, who is Honorable Daniel Koroma.
Yes, Mr. Acting Clerk, on behalf of the leader that has just spoken clearly for the eyes of MPs, members of parliament to hear, and the eyes of my dear MPs to see the great man that have been just nominated to vie for the position of Speaker of this House. I, Honorable Catherine Zainab Tarawali, the Deputy Leader, the Deputy Whip of this House since my inception as a Member of Parliament. In this House, I've been a leader and I'm still a leader. I to second this wonderful nomination of a dear, dynamic, and a wonderful brother.
Honorable members, can we close nomination now? Any further nomination? Any further nomination? Can we close nomination now?
Honorable members, order. In the absence of any further nomination, nomination is closed for the election of the Speaker of the House. At this point in time, we would now have the legislative clerks to please put the ballot paper on the table of the House. Please, all assigned officers, can you please take your respective positions? The acting clerk is going to put the question. From that point, we will have to distribute the ballot papers. And once the ballot paper is distributed, the legislative officer is going to make a roll call for members of parliament to come and vote. So the acting clerk is going to propose the question now. From then, the ballot papers are distributed.
Yes, Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark, before we proceed, it is an open secret that the candidate of the SLPP is currently the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. And if a Deputy Speaker is elected Speaker, it means at the same time he is the Deputy Speaker and the Speaker.
No.
So I want to suggest that he relinquishes the position of the Deputy Speaker before contesting for the Speaker.
But what's inside the go back? No, you get problem, you.
The leader of the opposition is a very senior member of this house. He should be guided by reading section 159 of the Constitution. Thank you very much. 159.1. He should be guided.
Coincidentally, that is the very clause I quoted for this house.
Do you want to read for the benefits of this house?
I have read it openly to this house.
Mr. Clark, let me help the leader of the opposition. Section 159.1 reads, any person who is appointed or elected to or otherwise selected for any office established by this Constitution, including the office of the Vice President, member of the Cabinet, Minister or Deputy Minister, may resign from that office by writing under his hand, addressed to the person or authority by whom he was appointed, elected, or selected. The Member of Parliament who serves as Deputy Speaker of this House has not been elected nor appointed to the position of Speaker of this House. he has been nominated for elections Speaker to this House. Thank you very much.
Bye. Honorable Leader.
Mr. Clark, of course, you know this is Parliament, and Parliament, the word Parliament emanates from the French word parler. We have to talk, definitely. That is the essence of this house. Let me again go over this. As at now, the current Deputy Speaker is the substantive Deputy Speaker of this house. We don't have a vacancy in that office. Electing a substantive to the position of Speaker, even if it's for 1 second, it means at that time he is the Deputy Speaker and the Speaker also of this Parliament. So he has to relinquish the office of the Deputy Speaker before he contests for the Speaker of this Parliament.
Thank you very much. The procedural ruling by the power vested in the office of the clerk as returning officer of this exercise. The ruling is that the elections of the speaker will carry on at this point, and that the deputy speaker has not been duly elected speaker to fulfill the constitutional requirement of subsection 1 of section 159.
Honorable members, the question is that Honorable Segepoh Solomon Thomas be elected to take the chair of the Speaker of Parliament.
We don't agree. Bring the paper. We don't vote for her.
Please, the legislative officer, can you please share the ballot papers now?
Yes, before the distribution of ballot papers, firstly, we would want to confirm the nature of the ballot papers. We would want to confirm the amount of ballot papers, and we would want to have a representative at the voting.
That is noted, Honorable Leader of the Opposition. The office of the clerk will ensure that the election is conducted freely and fairly.
Mr. Clark, can I observe? In as much as Mr. Clark, please. Mr. Clark, can we get your attention, please? In as much as I know my colleagues have never participated in the election of Mr. Speaker. They have never participated. I always like to talk about the integrity of the house. And the supporting staff, we talk about the clerk's office. We have to remain respect for you. We are not expecting any form of fraudulent elections to be conducted. But a transparent one, I believe in the process. But Mr. Speaker, as I said, for the 5th Parliament and the early part of the 6th Parliament, they have, Mr. Clark, they have never participated in the voting of the Speaker. Teach them how transparent you are. You have to do this process. This process is always transparent. That's why they have to for a transparent box. So the election can be conducted. Mr. Clark, we want the process to continue. Yeah? Let them follow the due process. Let us vote. We believe in your office and you will do it. Thank you.
Mr. Clark, I only hope that after the elections, if we ask for disaggregated result, it will be resolved like this.
Mr. Clark, thank you. In the public election, thank you. In the public elections, Mr. Clark, in the public elections, as
enacted in this House 2022, there is no provision, not even a word in any proviso or in any text talking about disaggregated results. It's nowhere. What we have in our election books as enshrined is polling stations results. I don't think my memory can serve you at this moment, but it's around section 90 something. So what we have here is going to be real results. Polling station 110, Segepoh Thomas 454.
I want to join the leader.
Mr. Clark,
I want to join the leader.
in any case, we have the chief electoral commissioner here. If you want to come up with a section,
Mr. Clark, I want to join the leader. I want to join the leader to say that basically I did not make mention of the public elections when I was referring to the disaggregated results. But there is an adage that says when dry bones are mentioned in a proverb, only remains easy. I'm sure that would have precipitated the mentioning of the Public Elections Act. But anyways, we have confidence on the clerk office and we know these elections will be very transparent, free and fair.
Thank you very much, honorable leaders. At this point, the officers of the Legislative Services Department will share the ballot papers. All those in favor of the proposition, just say AYE.
not so, say all those in favor of Segepoh, who came proposition?
And at this point, there are a whole lot of dignitaries in the house, But please, honorable members, permit me to single out the Chief Electoral Commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Salone and the National Returning Officer of the Republic. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing the occasion with us. I know in election management mechanics, you are always gravitated to attend. We thank you very much for your presence. For the public and the people of Sierra Leone, in parliamentary sense, when you say I, AYE, it means yes. So in this case, whenever a member of parliament ticks I, meaning that MP has agreed to the proposition made on the floor of the House. Thank you very much. So at this point, I have been requested by the acting clerk to recap the question or the proposition or the proposal. That honorable members, the question is that Honorable Segepoh Solomon Thomas be elected to take the chair as Speaker of Parliament. That is the question. So for members of Parliament, if you agree, you have to just tick in the box. Each of the ballot papers have boxes on the right hand side. Just tick in the AYE. And if you are not in favor of the question proposed, you can also write NAY. You can just mark it in the box. We will be able to determine whether it is valid or invalid vote. And that is the prerogative of the returning officer. Please, honorable members, can you please take your respective seats? We are distributing the ballot papers. Please, we have a long day. It's expected, most likely. We have a long day. have the roll call. Order. So, honorable members, at this critical point in time,
Mr. Clark.
Please get out of
And then passed out to the process, people are moving, and you're going to finish this meeting in ballot papers. So that is the reason, close the door. We don't want to take members out, but if they're moving all over the place, we can ask a stranger to leave us.
well noted, Mr.
Yeah, if you're in the chamber, you are not a member, you please stay somewhere. If you are moving like this, we can't control the elections.
Noted, honorable leader. Can we still?
And let me tell you, Mr. Clark. I don't want to invoke that those who don't have seats, they should leave the chamber. I don't want to reach to that point. If you don't have seats, carefully take your position around the hall, in the chamber, stand somewhere. But they are moving, even MPs should not be moving like that. And we talk to MPs to take their seats. Please. Otherwise, people took out the elections and see no seats here.
Thank you very much. Well noted, honorable leader of government business. Please, Sergeant at Arms, can we try to reposition those who are not properly seated in the chamber so that we have decorum and sanity in the house, please? Honorable members, can you please take your respective seats? At this point in time, it is critical because we are distributing the ballot paper. So please, honorable members, we want decorum. Legislative officers, can you please confirm if every member of parliament has got in his or her ballot papers? Please, can you confirm? Sergeant Hassan, please, can you close the doors? Please, close and man the doors. Has every member of parliament gotten the ballot paper?
Yes.
At this point, may I now call on Lawyer Sam to read out the rule, and we are expected members to come and vote.
Thank you. I'll proceed with the roll call, and as I call your name, please lean forward,
John?
drop your ballot paper.
John,
in the box.
and there's more.
We need party agents. It's a bad there. Party agents. We need party agents.
Please listen to your name carefully. Honorable Abdullahi Charles Usman. Honorable Amara Haja Miata. Honorable Aula Masi Gahite. Honorable Ba Alpha Amadou. Honorable Bangura Abdul Karim. Honorable Bangura Adama. Honorable Bangura Cecilia Mabinti. Honorable Bangura Daniel Amadu.
Siama, by now, if I come on this road, because I'm going for the pass. If I forget about this, you know. Because this one is more important. Sit down around. We go for the pass. No attempt to
Honorable Bangura Mariama. Honorable Bangura Mohammed. Honorable Bayo Ali.
Speaker.
Honorable Bokari Bintu Fatmata. Honorable Bokari Momo. Honorable Boyman Sylvester Arnold Maxwell, retired captain. Honorable Conte Adama. Honorable Conte Hawa. Honorable Conte Ibrahim Tawa. Honorable Conte Paul Samba. Honorable Darami Princess Kadi. Honorable Dauda Idris Moire. Honorable Faba Habib Kefa. Honorable Fatoma Juliana Alimatu. Honorable Fofana Abubakar. Honorable Fofana Mohammed Tarawali. Honorable Fofana Musa. Honorable Fona Daniel. Honorable Fona Mabinti. Honorable Bear the Third, PC by Shebora Sheba. Honorable George Edward. Honorable Gevao Igolo Moyo. Honorable Goba Mariama Ella. Honorable Gondon II, PC4AC. Honorable Jabi Alpha Fodimani. Honorable Jallo Memunatu. Honorable Jallo Mohammed Alpha. Honorable Jallo Usman Wuli. Honorable Johnson Margaret Femata. Honorable Johnny Tamba Simeon. Honorable Kaba Ibrahim. Honorable Kaisamba Francis Amara. Honorable Kalon Hawa. Honorable Kamala Abdullahi A. Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim from Gambia. Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim from Portugal. Honorable Kamala Alusain Bash. Honorable Kamala Idris Sahid. Honorable Kamala Joseph Abdul Bash. Honorable Kamala Mohammed Sheridan. Honorable Kamala Mahmoud. Honorable Kamala Mali. Honorable Kamala Rebecca Yee. Honorable Kamala Wudiatu. Honorable Kalamaka III, PC Alhaji Masakama. Honorable Kamba Beatrice Maya. Honorable Kabo Abdul. Honorable Kabo Amara Momo. Honorable Kabo John Sati. Honorable Kabo Mohammed Sharif. Honorable Kabo Sheikh Santigi Ibrahim. Honorable Kagobai PC Desmond Mahe. Honorable Kane Muhammad. Honorable Kanu Abdullahi Karim. Honorable Kanu Wugiatu Gozi. Honorable Kawale the second, PC Kande Pare. Honorable Keha the fourth, PC Kande Baba. Honorable Kelly Lucinda Finger. Honorable Kelly Tamba. Honorable Kemokai Abu. Honorable Koroma Eon Auna. Honorable Koroma Daniel Brimer. Honorable Koroma Alex Dua. Honorable Koroma Ibrahim. Honorable Koroma Mema Kadri PC Haja Fatkata. Honorable Koroma Pitayamba. Honorable Koroma Ufa Soyi Bese. Honorable Jebe. Honorable Lahai Musa. Honorable Lamina Sa Emerson. Honorable Langley Beatrice Iyamide. Honorable Lantana PCBO please. Honorable Lako Aruna Pape. Honorable Levy Ambrose Mother. Honorable Levy Nene. Honorable Makwe Yusuf. Honorable Mansaye Brahima. Honorable Mansaye Hamidou Hola. Honorable Mansaye Kokofa Farah. Honorable Marat III, PC Ali Balasawi. Honorable Marat III, PC Toto Sheku Tongos Nea Kokoruba Fako La. Honorable Mari Conte Abdul Suleiman. Honorable Moiwa Musa Peter. Honorable Mamadou Sa Kotu. Honorable Moriba Abi Yava. Honorable Muda Bosti. Honorable Back the Fourth, PC by Parliamentary. Honorable Yuma Matthew Sa. Honorable Pai Omu. Honorable Kui Fomba. Honorable Rahman Koka Mohammed Sharif. Honorable Rogers Alex Matia. Honorable Rogers Dixie Momo. Honorable Salia Kone Quinty. Honorable Sama Shaka Musa. Honorable Sandy Alice Konya. Honorable Sankor Ila Ishmael. Honorable Sakri Ofi PC Paul Gaba. Honorable Selu Mustafa Musa. Honorable Sise Abdulatif. Honorable Sise Aminata. Honorable Sise Jawad. Honorable Sise Pesima Mariatu Rachel. Honorable Sise Sali Usman. Honorable Sise Veronica Kadim. Honorable Shaw Mohammed Bilo. Honorable Siafa Rosalind Hawan. Honorable Siliki Bashir.
I don't get it, money.
Honorable Songa Muyata Banagat. Honorable Sukena Fatmata Sarah. Honorable Somoidre Jibrila. Honorable Tara Catherine Zaid. Honorable Tarali Musafa Bugiatu. Honorable Telobangura Mabinti Alice. Honorable Tengbe Fala Keno. Honorable Foyo. Honorable Hon Segepoh. Honorable Tommy Sia Mahawa Habiaba. Honorable Tonge Emilia Lolo. Honorable Tonka Tom Isaac. Honorable Tunis Sidi Mohammed. Honorable Ture Alhaji Soriba. Honorable Ture Benjamin. Honorable Vandy Christopher Kekoa. Honorable Williams Lamin Joseph. Honorable Zombo Mariama Munia.
Thank you very much. Having gone through the register of this electoral process, at this point, please, honorable members, can you have your respective seats? May I kindly ask if every member of Parliament has voted? Please, can I kindly ask? Thank you very much. At this point in time, we now sort and count the ballot papers. At this point, we now sort and count the ballot papers.
Yes, Mr. Black. Why is we sort and count the ballot papers? The ballot papers are too small, and the inscriptions there are too small. I want to suggest that each political party provide a representative.
Mr. Clark, Parliament is a really democratic institution. For us, on this other side, we have no doubt in you commit these elections. Our colleagues on the other side, they have never participated in the election, Mr. Speaker. We are not going to give, it's not part of the procedure, we are not going to give any party agents to sit here and we allow you to conduct your business. That's all. You sit here. If they want, it's up to them. It's up to the office. For us, we are comfortable with what you are doing. Thank you. I submit.
Yeah, this shows how confident the leader of the is. But for us, let's go start
When that is fail formation at two camera, that is fail formation at two camera. The one like you, when you don't see another office, and the people from the mountain, and that's why make it fail for their life. Not say that no say you really you were taking most of the food. Not say you learn me for free. One day they're not suffering for bad things. You get job, that man they go. If you don't get this picture, that they get it. When you even if you do, no goes in the mind back. Not say the mind back. I can say I for each chance it's not that we go. It's not that we go to get the mind. Me look inside on Let me go. No, I did nothing but it. And if you pass 100%, 100%, I don't think for the cost by the television. I'm minister, the one cameraman. Keep quiet,
Now we just
This thing in line. No,
Honorable members, at this point, may I please call your attention? Can we please have our respective seats? The first ballot has been counted, and the result is going to be announced by the acting clerk of the House. Can you please have their respective seats? Honorable members, please. Everybody in the chamber, please be attentive. Mr. Acting Clerk, sir.
Elections. I guess 33 votes. 93 votes. The ayes gets 93 votes. The nays gets 52 votes.
Thank you very much. The acting clerk has stated it clearly. At the first ballot in this exercise, the ayes is 93 votes and the nay 52 votes. Based on the constitutional provision relating to 2/3 majority of the House, the first ballot did not arrive at that conclusion. In respect of that, therefore, we now call for the second ballot in respect to the constitutional provision. Thank you very much. set of ballot papers. Please, can we maintain decorum? Sergeant accounts, please, can you help maintain decorum in the house, please? The gallery, do your SO2. Really? We are with the Beguna. We don't say we glad for all that they are with me today. But please, we now know say election is small no day. So we need decorum, we need perfect quietness so that we're able to do the exercise. Do you long maintain some amount of quietness of the gallery? Otherwise, the acting clerk will ask everybody for excuse the chamber. The gallery, and that you get right for do that. But we want you to witness the exercise. It is good for our democracy. It is good for parliamentary public relations. So the people are doing allow maintain some quietness. Sergeant and now, please can you keep the doors permanently closed? We want to share the next set of ballot papers. Please, can you have their respective seats? Otherwise, you have to be here till midnight. Honorable members, please, we want to start the roll call for the second set of election. Please, I would kindly ask that you take your respective seats.
My position on my way, I don't tell, I don't talk to class, so don't move.
To repeat the question.
This leg in a wood, and this is in a wood.
Honorable members, please can we close the doors, and we expect every member of parliament to be in the chamber at this point in time. And also take your respective seats, please. Honorable members, with your leave, the question is that Honorable Segepoh Solomon Thomas be elected to take the chair as Speaker of Parliament. Now I hope every member of Parliament has the ballot paper. We have to start the roll call. Yeah. So as you can see, after the first round of the election, the ballot box has been emptied, and we are now set for the second round of the elections.
Well, you should be asking the question.
Roll call, please.
Honorable Abdullahi Charles Usman, Honorable Amara Hajamiata, Honorable Aruna Mase Gaite, Honorable Ba Alpha Amadou, Honorable Bangura Abdul Karim, Honorable Bangura Adama, Honorable Bangura Cecilia Mabinti, Honorable Bangura Daniel Amadou, Honorable Bangura Ibrahim Aziz, Honorable Bangura Mariam, Honorable Bangura Mohammed, Honorable Bangura Mohammed Papa, Honorable Bangura Rosemary, Honorable Bania Sati, Honorable Bari Ibrahim, Honorable Bayo Ali,
Radical inclusion.
Honorable Bokari Bintu Fatmata, Honorable Bokari Momo, Honorable
It lost a big time.
Maxwell Tayaka, Honorable Conte Adaba, Honorable Conte Hawa, Honorable Conte Ibrahim Tawa, Honorable Conte John Charles, Honorable Conte Kenoko, Honorable Conte Mohammed, Honorable Conte Paul Samba, Honorable Darami Princess Kadi, Honorable Dauda Idris Moiwa, Honorable Faba Habib Kefa, Honorable Fatoma Juliana Alimat, Honorable Fofana Abubakar, Honorable Fofana Mohammed Tarawadi, Honorable Fofana Musa, Honorable Fona Daniel, Honorable Fona Mabinti, Honorable Bella the Third PC by Shebura Sheba, Honorable George Edward, Honorable Geval Hindolomoyo, Honorable Goba Mariama Ella, Honorable Gondor the Second PC Foresi, Honorable Jabi Alpha Fudi Madi, Honorable Jalom Emunatu, Honorable Jalom Mohammed Alpha, Honorable Jalom Usman, Honorable Johnson Mazet Fenata, Honorable Johnny Tamba Simeon, Honorable Kaba Ibrahim, Honorable Kaisamba Francis Amara, Honorable Kalon Kawa, Honorable Kamala Abdullahi A, Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim from Gambia, Honorable Kamala Abdul Karim from Putloko, Honorable Kamala Al-Hussein Bash, Honorable Kamala Idris Sahi, Honorable Kamala Joseph Abdul Bash, Honorable Kamala Mohammed Shaidan, Honorable Kamala Mahmoud, Honorable Kamala Marie, Honorable Kamala Rebecca Ye, Honorable Kamala Rubiatu, Honorable Kanamanka, the 3rd PC Alhaji Masakama, Honorable Kambare Biti Ismaya, Honorable Kabo Abu, Honorable Kabo Abara Momo, Honorable Kabo John Sati, Honorable Kabo Mohammed Sherif, Honorable Kabo Sheikh Santini Ibrahim, Honorable Kabo BC Desmond Naye, Honorable Kane Mohammed, Honorable Kanu Abdullahi Karim, Honorable Kanu Biatu, Honorable Kawale, 2nd PC Kande Kayer, Honorable Tehad, 3rd PC Kande Baba, Honorable Kelly Lucinda Finda, Honorable Kelly Tamba, Honorable Kemokai Abu, Honorable Koroma Aaron Azona, Honorable Koroma Daniel Blaima, Honorable Koroma Anders Kura, Honorable Koroma Ibrahim, Honorable Koroma Mema Kajwe Bisi Hajabat Honorable Koroma Pitayamba, Honorable Koroma Dufa Solibish, Honorable Kumabe Alice Jebe, Honorable Lahai Musa, Honorable Lamina Sa Emerson, Honorable Lambe Beatrice Yamide, Honorable Lansana PC Bio please, Honorable Lakor Auna Papi, Honorable Levy Ambusma, Honorable Levy Nene, Honorable Makle Yusuf, Honorable Mansare Blaima, Honorable Mansaye Amidou Ola, Honorable Mansaye Konkofa Farah, Honorable Malad 3rd PC Ali Balasama, Honorable Malad 3rd PC Dr. Shekute Naton Neya Concord, Honorable Malek Honorable Roy from Musa Peter, Honorable Moy George Gila So, Honorable Mahmoud Sakatu, Honorable Moida Abinya, Honorable Davos, Honorable Dak PC by Honorable Nima Matthew Sa, Honorable Pine Umu, Honorable P. Komba, Honorable Rahman Koka Mohamed Sharif. Honorable Rojas Alex Matia. Honorable Rojas Dixon Momo. Honorable Salia Kone Quinty. Honorable Sama Shaka Musa. Honorable Sandy Alice Konya. Honorable Sankoila Ishmael. Honorable Sakrid Fifth Visi Paul Gaba. Honorable Selu Mustafa Musa. Honorable Sise Abdul Latif. Honorable Sise Amnata. Honorable Sise Jawa. Honorable Sise Pesima Maria Tuyeche. Honorable Sise Sali Usman. Honorable Sise Veronica Kadi. Honorable Shah Mohammed Bilo. Honorable Siafa Rosaline Hawa. Honorable Siliki Bashir. Honorable Songa Wiyata Bernadette. Honorable Sofina Fatmata Seya. Honorable Tarawali Catherine Zainab. Honorable Tarawali Mustafa Lugiatu. Honorable Taylor Abdullah Nabuti Alice. Honorable Tembe Fala Kenawa. Honorable Toli Foyo. Honorable Thomas Segepoh Solomon. Honorable Tommy Siama Hawa Abiam. Honorable Tommy Emilia Lolo. Honorable Tokato Ali. Honorable Tunis Sidi Mohammed. Honorable Ture Hachi Soiba. Honorable Ture Benjamin. Honorable Vandi Christopher Kekula. Honorable Williams Lamin Joseph. Honorable Zondo Mariamal Munia.
Bravo! Last master. Brother BC. Bravo! Brother, what about for me now? Today, I'm going to enjoy. I don't put speaker today.
Thank you.
Honorable members, the second round of the election is completed. We would have to continue the process as we did for the first round by sorting and counting the ballots. But before we get to that point, with your leave, Mr. Acting Clerk and honorable members, I would like to recognize the presence of some dignitaries here with us. Of course, it has become ritual for Parliament to recognize let me just small. I would like now to recognize the presence of Honorable Alusain Kane, former Deputy Chief Whip and Chief Immigration Officer. I would also like to recognize the presence of Honorable Alhaji Alpha Khan.
Edward is here.
Mr. Patrick Richard Belmont. Mr. W.I.K. Robinson, Mr. Mohammed Bondo, Madam Fatmata Sawane, Mr. Lawrence Ebasi, Haja Elizabeth Ahmed Conte, Honorable Mansour Abu Dumbuya, Alhaji Bobo, Mr. Jimmy Batilo Songa, Honorable Festus Mohammed Lansana, Mr. Joseph Mada Kulum, Shaka Masakwe Sano, Kalilu Kudi, Mr. John Bondo Maje, Mr. Yusuf Janer, Madam Susan M. Rogers, Honorable Alusain Alu Conte, Honorable Timbo, on behalf of the acting clerk, on behalf of the acting clerk, by extension, members of Parliament, I want to welcome you all to this August gathering. At this point now, we would have to sort and count the second round of ballot. Thank you very much. I will come to that later, please. I would also like to call, by popular demand, I would like to call Honorable Koyo, Honorable Masakoi, Honorable Sir Charles, Honorable Alicia's Masakoi. Thank you very much for now.
Honorable Timbo. First election. Oh, you don't show me.
Honorable Latif.
Latif, you can agent. You have party agent. So, now you represent the two parties there.
Order, please. Second round. I 96. Nay 49. So
Thank you very much, honorable members. At the second round, the ayes 96 and the nay 49. Yes, honorable members, please can we take our respective seats? We are now getting to the third round of the elections. Legislative officers, can you please distribute the ballot papers? Honorable members, please take your respective seats.
So
Honorable members, can we take our seats? We are on a business. Honorable colleagues on this other side, please come to your seat now. Honorable members, please. Honorable members, please take your seats, please. Honorable members, please come and take your seats, please. Honorable members, please take your seats. Honorable members, please take your seat. Honorable Banyan, please. All right. Secretary, proceed.
Honorable member, the distribution of the ballot papers has started. Please, can you please take your respective seats? Legislative staff, please, can you share the ballot papers now? Decorum, please. We want the vegetables. Yes, we want the vegetables to be cleared. I guess the horse trading is ended. Please, can members take their respective seats? Honorable members, please, can you take your seats? We now call we would have to make the roll call now. We hope the ballot papers have been distributed. At this point, I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Ibrahim Yelenke, former Minister of Sports. And also Honorable Sir Fasiluku, formerly of Koroma. We hope the SLPP MPs have gotten their ballot papers, and also want to call on the main opposition to come take their respective seats, please. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we come to the third round at any moment. Call names alphabetically. Ole, Honorable. These are the third round of the two-third majority votes. If you're not able to get the numbers, then we go to a simple for the position as Speaker of the House of Parliament. You give me water. All right, yes, Honorable. At any moment, voting will start. This is the third round of votes going to take place by the speakership, because the Constitution called for this procedure, and then they go with them because let's say this is the law house, and then they make the law, so they definitely get to go by the Constitution what it say, and don't do first and second round of vote. Now they come to the third round of two-thirds majority according to the Constitution, 1991 Constitution, Section 79 of the Constitution, where they talk about speaker election. Well, still I see some movements. If you see some movement, some member the SLPP aisle, they move over. All right. Well, we don't see what we have. It's still the wait for the call. We still wait for the call, and when the house settled, definitely voting will start. This now the Leone Broadcasting Corporation. We come to you live from the House of Parliament, and we broadcast right in the chamber of the House of Parliament. We just want to let us see how the election will go on for the speakership. The election will go on for the speakership. We don't go 210. Now we go third round, and at any moment from now we will go into that. We will go into that. Now, everybody, the chair will settle down. It was tough, and the two contender them, lawyer them of reputable, degree of the profession, how they know the practice for quite a long time. So you will find out say it tough. First time one person. So now APC don't call them angered for a while, so they are so for some time. Because get this election still.